What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Going Superhuman. Today we are going to be going over my judo matches from the most recent judo tournament that I was at this past Sunday. Spoiler alert, they're not great. They're actually really bad. This tournament was probably my worst performance ever for a tournament, or at least since like my very first tournament ever. Maybe my first tournament that I ever went to was worse than this. I'm not sure, but I was also a white belt at that one, so this is really, really bad. I literally basically forgot how to judo, and I'm not sure exactly what was going on, but I've got some thoughts on that. But anyway, we're gonna jump right in. So I'm gonna switch over here. It's my first time using this setup. This should be fun. So this is my first match. The guy in the foreground here is actually the guy I went against. Brandon was his name. He's a nice dude.
On deck.
But I'm making sure that the camera is recording properly. My buddy John.
I've been had this. I got it.
My buddy John's on camera. So basically, we start off here and come in, bow, hajime. Right here. Now, right here, I would like to say that right here, I'm completely within normal peace of mind. I'm not locked up. I'm not mentally, whatever. I don't have tunnel vision. I'm totally fine. I'm there. I'm okay, I got my grips. Didn't have to fight too hard for grips. And Brandon was not a big, heavy on the grip guy. Some guys, that pull real hard on your grips, they stiff arm you or whatever. He was not like that. So I was kind of in a comfy place. I was okay, I don't feel like I'm getting, whipped around or anything here. This is a good start. I felt like I had solid footing. This is literally the last moment that I felt as though I was in control of myself. Because next, you're going to see he goes up, he takes his grip here, we're fighting grips a little bit, and he gets here, and then that's it. Match over. You can see, I don't even understand what happened. You see me shaking my head there? I don't know. Legitimately, sometime between, right here and right here. This is the moment where I'm okay. I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. This is very weird. I was thinking to myself, I'm okay, he's coming in, and I was I'm going to need to move. And I was telling my feet to move, and they didn't move. And legitimately, it was I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, I need to move. Why am I not moving? Moving is still not happening. This is a real problem. We're getting to panic mode. This is all thoughts that I'm having in this split second here. And then all of a sudden I'm freed up again. But at this moment, this is where I'm okay, I need to move now. And I'm oh, wait, he's got my leg wrapped up. Oh, I'm off balance. Oh, I'm on my heel. Look at how hard I'm on my heel right here. You can see. I'm there's literally nothing I can do. I don't know what happened. That's probably the most frustrating thing, is that it was 100% just a mental freeze. I just locked up. I wasn't it wasn't I was intimidated or felt like I wasn't in control of the situation or I wasn't, good or whatever. Something just happened where my brain just straight up stopped working for just a split second there. And it was enough time for him to take me down with a nicely executed Ouchigari, which is the name of that throw. It's Ouchigari. And, technically speaking, I think he's supposed to leave that toe on the ground as he's sweeping behind my leg there, but whatever. So, that was it. I have no idea what happened there. So that was match number 1. I was not happy with that at all, but it's a weird kind of not happy. It's a not happy as in a bewildered. Not like I did poorly, it's not like I was trying hard and my best was not good enough and I lost because of that. It's more like I didn't try at all and I couldn't figure out why my brain didn't feel like trying. So now we're going to move on to the next match. This match was a little bit better. It's against this guy Chris. I got a little jumpy there because I was going and I'm going to go hard. But this guy Chris is very, 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 very good. He is. I know him. He's an excellent player. I've seen him go Batsugan before, which means that he wins all of his matches at promotional. And I feel a lot better about this match. I'm much more lively. You can see I'm moving a little more. I'm trying some stuff. Right here, though, so right there, I thought that was Ippon. I thought that was a clean enough throw that he won the match on that. He had good timing, good entry. But it wasn't like I gave it up this time. He just had, as you can see, I went for the underhook there. I was going for, I was basically, very shortly after this, I was planning on doing what he did. See how he comes around and grabs my obi like that. He's got his hand on the back there, comes around to grab the obi, and he goes and throws me into it. I guess it'd be, that'd be like an over ogoshi or whatever. Maybe a koshiguruma. I thought that was an Ippon there. And actually, I don't know if the mic's going to pick it up, but I was laughing when I hit the ground.
Keep going.
Because I was like, oh, okay. I thought that was an Ippon, and I was laughing when I got up. Oh, wait, no, this might have been a different part. No, yeah, that's right. They called it Wazari for it. Neither of us could really believe it. I talked with him afterwards, and he was like, really? I thought that was an opponent. I was like, I thought it was too. And right there, I went for a Yoko Wakari there, which just did not work very well. You can hear Belfi yelling at me. And I popped up and I rolled over here, so I broke the hold that he had on me. You can see the referee just waved it off like that. So I turtled up, and he just sat on me to gas me out. Chris was fighting in 2 divisions at this point, too. So I'm confused now. Maybe the previous throw was not the throw that I thought it was. I think maybe he might be about to get it here. I'm not sure.
Straighten out.
Because I thought there was... No, here it is. So now he gets the hold on. So right there, what I was trying to do here. So first off, you can see I made a sweep attempt at the leg. We come in, we rejoin here. And I made a sweep attempt at the leg. But he was real light on that leg. You can see he pulled it out, no problem. And then here... I went for, I feel like almost that was an Uchimata that I lost my balance on. And then he got the pin on, and this guy is excellent on the ground. And I don't think I'm getting out of this. Yeah, no, this is where I'm not getting out. I fought real hard. You can hear Adkins is yelling.
Don't let your sensei down. My dad's going to see this.
You can hear John Hawley is the younger guy speaking. John Atkins is the other guy shouting. Right there, and then Belfi is the one that, and that was it. That was the pin right there. So, on the whole, I felt a little better about that match. I still thought, I'm going to go back to that throw, because I still thought that that throw was a pwn. And actually, I'm laughing as I get up, and I'm going to see if I can get that. Let's see. There, yeah, you can actually hear me laugh a little bit. Hang on, I'm going to turn the volume up on that. You hear me laugh?
Keep going, Dan.
I thought the match was over, and then they didn't call, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll get out then. But, yeah, so, anyway, it was definitely my worst tournament performance that I've ever had. And I didn't feel as bad about it as I thought I would, and actually it kind of caused me to overall just evaluate the whole situation, why I didn't feel as bad as I normally would think I would have, having done so poorly and stuff like that. And I realized that Judo is something that I've been having fun with lately, but I'm not personally invested. Like, I'm an incredibly competitive person. I should feel a lot worse about losing like I did than I did. And I've come to the conclusion that even though I have told myself I really want to, you know, do well in Judo and get my black belt in Judo, I'm going to start putting in the work for it, I haven't really personally committed to it yet, if that makes any sense. Like, I haven't actually put, like, my emotions into it. Partially because of, like, you know, I don't want to get that really nasty feeling when you try really hard and you still fail. And I know that up until now, Judo's been kind of on the back burner, so I've never really expected myself to do that well. Like, it's something that I do for fun that I realize I'm not very good at, despite the fact that I'm a brown belt. And so because I realize I'm not very good at it, and also up until now I haven't really been putting in the work to become very good at it, I have refrained from emotionally investing in it, which I think is something I am going to willingly change now that I've recognized it as a thing. And it's both a cool thing and a scary thing, because it's a scary thing because it means that I'm going to want to start really committing hard to getting really good at it, and I'm also going to get upset if I don't get really good at it, and I'm also going to get upset if I perform like this at future tournaments. But basically, I'm gonna, to put it in gamer terms, I think it's time to become a tryhard. I think it's tryhard mode. It's time to activate tryhard mode, because this is going to be my Judo year. Like, that's one of my main priorities for this year. And, you know, tryhard mode basically until black belt, which is going to take more than this year. So I think it's going to be tryhard mode, engage, and come what may for emotional and physical bruisings, because that's what I got to do. I need to stop playing around with this. I need to stop, you know, just treating it as a lark if I really want to improve and get good at it. Like this guy Chris that I was, you know, going up against, he fights up, meaning that he competes in his bracket, and then he also goes for the black belt bracket as well. And he's actually, I believe he's also smaller than me. He was in Belfi's bracket. I think I've got like 20 pounds on him, which makes this even worse. But so I think I'm going to have to, I'm really going to enter try-hard mode. I mean, part of the thing that I think threw me this day was the fact that I had to sweat down to get to below 198. So I was a zombie that morning, and I got a chance to rehydrate and get some food and sugar into my body before I competed, and caffeine, but still, my brain was not there. And on top of that, it was a pretty emotionally taxing weekend on top of it. So I'm not trying to add weight to the bar by claiming emotional duress effectively, but definitely those are factors that played in as well. So I need to work on getting my weight cut in and getting down to sub 180 where I want to be. First off. Second off, I'm going to be obviously going to as many judo classes as I can. I want to start drilling judo every single day, even on my own, with resistance bands and sandbags and whatever else crazy ways I can think of. And I'll share it with you guys out whatever ways I'm drilling judo when I'm not working with a partner. But beyond that, I also think I want to start looking into fighting up at tournaments. Like even if I know I'm going to get creamed, like either going up a weight class or going up a rank, hitting up into the black belt division, which they let you do if you elect to. Just because the more experience that I get and the more work that I get in, the better I'll get and the faster I'll get, even if it means I get crushed most of the time. So those are my thoughts. On the whole, I enjoyed the day. It was fun hanging out with the guys, going out. John Adkins crushed it in his division. He took all his matches and took gold, and Sensei promoted him to brown belt. So John got his brown belt, which is really cool. John Holly, our young buck, 13 years old, went up against a nationally ranked brown belt because he was the only person in his division and weight class, and didn't do too horribly there. Got a little banged up in his second match and walked it off, so good job, John. Belfie represented well. And Joe did as well. So really, I mean, like as far as they all went, they did very well in their matches. I don't think we didn't have too many wins besides John on the day, but it's not because they did poorly. It's just, we had very good opponents. But me, I definitely did not play anywhere near to my potential, and that's something that I have to change for the future. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's where we're going from here. I hope you enjoyed the matches, watching me follow my butt. Especially, let's go back. I want to go back and watch my demo of how to properly perform.
I've been had this. I got it.
This is how to properly perform Ouchigari. Here we go. So, properly perform Ouchigari. You place your opponent's weight upon their outside foot, hook the leg, and drive over backwards, just like that. Good job, Brandon. Thank you for demoing that. So, that's that. So that is it for this week's episode of Going Superhuman. Next week, not sure what we're going to do next week. We'll do something. Who knows? And I think tomorrow I'm going to throw up the Doom Guy workout, the video walkthrough, and a new format for video walkthroughs for workouts here on the blog. So we'll see what y'all think about it. So thank you for watching. As always, remember to live boldly, change the world, and continue to be awesome. Bye-bye.
Listen.